Chat here
Oh.
says it's a win.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, they're
By the-
guilty
by
as
the
charged.
Accusation.
A lot of scene, yes. So we have a lot of quality of life stuff coming.
Oh, of course.
That is one of them. There's a note I have here.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, so Steve, sometimes you do dev shorts with me,
Okay.
and you
Right.
commit to things,
I do?
like buffing the ambassador.
Okay, yes. Yes, I did
Wait,
that.
what?
And changing corrupted hollow key farming.
Of course.
Do you remember what you did?
Yes, I remember it well.
What did
Yeah,
you
so
do?
what did you do?
Oh, well, I just math. I did some math.
Oh, okay, so as a result, but this is like the one time a year rare moment where Steve will say these things and promise them we'll do them. So if you do find the ambassadors a bit too weak, we are buffing it in Isle Weaver, as well as we're making it so that corrupted hollow keys are a little easier to get, insofar as you'll be guaranteed 1 or 2, I forget the number, a number. You did it actually, you should remember.
Yep.
If you
It's in
do
here.
railjack missions. So just a little more smooth.
Can everyone say thanks, Steve?
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you,
No, it
Steve.
wasn't me. That's a win for chat because I'm just I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel.
Yeah.
You are a vessel.
You are a vessel.
For that.
Speaking of chat, while that slam video was happening, I saw a comment that said, "Please DE Valkyr rework."
Oh.
Got him.
Oh.
That could be good.
There's some light clapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Thank
better.
you.
Well,
All that
we
and you
miss
fought for
Pablo so
Valkyr?
much.
What
Yeah,
about
Pablo
Loki?
back.
I'm going to tell you about the Valkyr rework.
Summon him again.
Pablo.
Hello.
Wait, for real?
I'm here to talk to you about Valkyr rework, long awaited, long requested.
Okay, all right. Okay, I didn't think he'd
So,
actually do it. All right, but let's
start
see.
with her passive. Her passive used to be, if you get knocked down, you recover faster from it, as a cat would do. It wasn't exactly a beloved passive, mostly because, you'd rather not get knocked down to begin with. But also, during her fourth, she's immune to knockback, so didn't really play much into that. So now, if you in the lower right, you can see that indicator there for melee damage. That is like
Okay.
your rage meter. As you attack enemies, or as you kill enemies, or get finishers, that gives you even more. This bar builds up and gives you melee damage. So
Garuda?
if we go over here, so you see as I start attacking, it starts building
So, Garuda then?
up the meter down
I mean, I'm
there.
not that I'm complaining. This is fine, but like,
It also does one
It
more
just
thing,
reminds me of
but I'm not
Garuda.
gonna talk about
Is it
just
different?
yet. I'm going to save that for a little bit. So that is how that works. Then if I want to move around, I can use her one.
of
As
course.
You can see now her one actually moves significantly faster, and it actually
Okay then.
kind of doesn't stop midway. It used to be that essentially we just take you a little bit of the way and then just let you be.
But
Now
what
it
about
actually
against
moves,
enemies?
along with you. And the other thing it does, if you cast it on an enemy, it actually gathers enemies down for you to be able to knock them down. So
I
you can
use it
as
just
a-
cause, but now I have a
not
reason
only
to use it
it's like a more
all the
aggressive
time.
version, so instead of pulling the enemies to you, pulls you to the enemy, and then you can just start whacking on them. Warcry was already a pretty solid ability, but we did do some changes. Now you can cast it while you move, as you can see. Now you don't have to stop.
Neat.
You can now recast it, so you don't no longer have to wait for it to be over to be able to cast it. And it's now
Yes.
Affinity range, so that means any allies that are within affinity range will now get it. Also, if they leave the range and then come back, they'll get the buff again. So before it was kind of a pain in the ass because you had to like cast it at the very beginning of the mission. So now you have like more flexibility with that.
Okay.
For your 3 paralysis, we did a few changes. It no longer requires you to lose your shield. So as you can see,
Okay,
my
that's
shields
good.
are still there. And you can see now he has the vulnerability bar, but it disappears if I switch to my range. So that is only melee vulnerability. That means all your melee attacks do more damage to them, and that also applies for other allies. So if
Now
you
I can
cast
use
this
that
on
more.
enemies, and then other allies use their melee on them, the enemies will take more damage. It also slows down enemies. That used to be in Warcry, but in Warcry it was kind of useless because it would only do it at the beginning, and generally Warcry you kind of try to maintain it. So now we move that into paralysis, and then you can basically start whacking them with it. And now the biggest one, hysteria. Don't panic. Don't panic. This first little bit is going to be scary, but it's going to be fine. I promise you. In hysteria, you no longer become fully invulnerable. You now can't take damage doing it. So the reason for this
okay
is a lot
then.
of the mechanics that she had, such as extra armor from Warcry, being one of the Warframes with the most armor in the game, those kind of didn't matter when you were totally invulnerable. It also had this whole section where at the end of it, you could die if you hadn't done like a certain process that was very confusing for most players. So a lot of people would just end up like, once they were running out of energy, they would just hide in a closet and just wait it out, which was pretty bad. So
Okay, I'm listening.
we really didn't like how that was working, so we changed it. So now you are vulnerable during it, but you are pretty durable, and the claws now do significantly more damage. Oh, so actually, this is great. Here comes Torment to show me. Okay, the lighting on this tile
All right,
is kind of broken.
show him how it's done.
Don't mind me. So where are you? So there's Torment. You can see.
Yeah,
he
take
was
that,
alone in this
Tarnation.
world. So let's start with what changed in terms of survivability. We increased the base health and armor of Valkyr just in general. We also made it so the buff from Warcry, which increases your armor by 50%, triples that bonus when you're in Hysteria, so you have way more armor. And lastly, the last part that I kind of talked about with her passive is that if you are above a threshold, and we're still experimenting with where that threshold is, when you take lethal damage, it actually consumes your rage and saves you so you don't die. So you basically have a get out of jail free card there. Since paralysis no longer consumes your shield, that means that you now have shield gate available.
This rework
at
seems
most times, so
complicated.
that also protects you. You're not at risk like you were before. So all of this combined, the fact that when you do damage with Hysteria, you heal. So take some damage, take some damage, take some damage. And then when I do damage, I immediately healed it up, right? So as long as you're attacking things, you're healing a lot, you have a bajillion armor, so you're in pretty good shape. On the damage side of things, we made a few changes. So now her range is a little longer with the claw, so she can reach further. The combos now all advanced. They used to have a lot of like starts and stops when you were on the animation, so we changed all of those to not be kind of moving forward all the time, so you don't feel like you're stalling as you go. And now we also added the multipliers on the combos. All of the ones except for her slide used to only have like 100% damage, no extra multipliers. Now they all have extra multipliers to make them basically do more damage. I'll show one right here. And also a lot of the attacks now have a guaranteed status chance for slash, so that really helps a lot. We also reduced the energy cost of Hysteria, so now it's easier to maintain. I kept yapping, so I didn't do a very good job at showing you how fast you can build her multiplier. So you can use your wand to kind of kill enemies like that. As you can see, the multiplier starts building up fairly fast if you can get it into groups. So that's it. That's a whole lot of changes. Hopefully you enjoyed them. Try her out. She's quite a beast now. I really like how much she moves. She's very, very active. You're all over the place. You're always healing. You're always doing damage. Procs all over the place. Very fun. Take care. Bye-bye. Adios.
It feels kind of complicated, but I think I get it.
Oh,
I think I get it. Thank you, Pablo.
Pablo.
That was an emotional roller coaster, I think, for
But that rage meter,
enjoyers.
the rage life
I was already broken as Valkyr, but this is going to make me busted.
that Steve made a barbarian, and I was like, oh, that could.
Illegally distinct.
Yeah. Anyway,
cool.
so life inspires art. So
That's all right. And we will have a dev workshop up in our forums literally right now. Sam, if you're here, put out that dev workshop if you want to read and see some more about Valkyr's rework. It's kind of the year of Valkyr, I like to say, and I'm biased. Not only is she getting a rework, she is getting our next Heirloom skin.
Oh!
oh
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting that. I'm getting that instantly.
Oh my god.
Wow, she looks so great.
Oh my god. This is Valkyr Heirloom. She will be coming July
This is so
21st,
awesome. I like
so
this.
Essentially the first Monday after TennoCon. And this was, of course, a fan concept by Purdy, if you're familiar with community artist Purdy.
Oh, okay.
Incredible concept. And we said, hello.
Wow.
We would like it, please.
I love that you did that.
That's
Yeah,
so cool.
Purdy's incredible. They came up with this concept. We reached out to them, and then DE, of course, took it the rest of the way. But I would love to show you her in game.
And this is definitely the it's going to be great in game.
Y'all
Right,
already have
our
everything
team,
in game.
a lot of
Jesus.
folks got together to make sure that we could have all of the intricacies of the skin shown in all its glory in game. Ooh. You can come to Soulframe for chest hair.
I have a feeling I'm never gonna take this off.
Yeah, this is the most chest focused.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, we're
You know what?
legally
Never
I
mind.
can't say anything.
I can't say anything. Can't take me. Oh my God.
A lot of potential here, my friends. A lot
Lot
of
of
potential. Come
I can see
on.
that.
All right, chat. Let's check Twitch chat. Okay.
Is chat okay? Chat?
Are we
You're
okay, chat? Oh.
Are they
Oh,
okay?
people are
Oh, an avatar.
Oh, that looks incredible.
Oh, that looks cool.
Oh my God.
You said you hadn't
Yep.
seen this in game.
Bro,
yet. What are
someone
your
said
thoughts?
raw.
I'm kind of blown away, honestly.
Right.
I love
Even
the
like,
community.
the rope physics look amazing.
It's the team did an incredible.
Yeah, I know. Careful,
Oh.
careful.
Oh,
Careful.
zoom in.
You
risky,
wanted that.
risky.
Megan.
Very risky zoom.
You called them out.
Oh my God.
I'm just doing what I'm told. I'm
Oh,
just.
people are saying this is Warframe's worst power creep yet.
We do what we can.
Well, we had to afford our flights home somehow, so
That's right.
the launch is July 21st.
July 21st. So Valkyr Rework with Weaver in our June update, and then Valkyr Heirloom July 21st, right after TennoCon happens.
Nice.
But in terms of heirlooms, we did reach out to another community artist to do what will be the heirloom that will come after Valkyr in the
Ooh.
beginning of 2020.
All right, who is it? Who is it?
We did want to show you the concept here today. If we can go back to that asset, my friends, thank you. This is the Vauban
Oh,
heirloom.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
This is by Lua Luminary, so shout out to Lua for this
Cool.
concept, and he's got the coolest jacket in town.
It is. the
Okay.
best.
And you can.
You
take
I can
love
see
that
myself
I
wearing
love
that.
it.
You
And
love-
he's got a chest.
and he's got
He's got a chest. Does he have hair?
Chest?
Does he have hair?
He's Vauban's a
Nah,
Frenchman.
the
I don't know
jackets
if
is
French-
awesome. I like that.
What are you saying?
Honestly, though, I even love like base Vauban. For me, is like such a good fashion like canvas, and I think this is just such a good
Okay.
motif for him. It's so good.
And you will be able to toggle the puffer jacket on and off. So the drip.
Oh, nice. So I can have my muscles
So
out.
this is,
Can you imagine?
The heirloom system is something that we started. Obviously, it had a bit of like it was a well-intentioned start with Frost and Mag, and now we've made our way to like a totally community-focused deluxe. I guess it's more than deluxe heirloom skin program. So I think the past, well, I mean, it's a very important system to us because, of course, Rhino was done by Minky, and now the past Ember, Valkyr now, and Vauban are all from the community themselves. So it's we're excited to be able to.
That's really special. It's awesome.
Neat.
So we intend.